gotta give all, no loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plan.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
20!
On second down, Michel takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go.
Brady to throw on second down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gostkowski, he missed it. It's no good. Line to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 372.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Evans has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. is Gillisley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin.
Like 20! Like 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw with Brady. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Like 20! Like 20! Go!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hey, spread left! Spread left! Green 80! Lucy, Green 80!
So after the INT, it's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Again, this is Michelle. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And now out come the Jags. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They get it to him running left. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. third touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Off the bootleg. Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
Take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Wait, 20, 380, let's go.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Brady now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calais Campbell on the stop. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And a Babels man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
3 down. 3 down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Lucy.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Buying time to his left. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. 372.
On 1st down, Bortles. That's going to be caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Lambeau will put this one through. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now Brady to the shell on the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1. And it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Let's go on. No, 66.
On play action, now Brady airing this one out for Evans. And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. A little juke. They can't tackle it. And he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go. Hank.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Lucy.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Well, hold on to that football, young man. It's the first NFL touchdown catch for DJ Chark as his guys continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hey, 4 down. Wait, 20!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Wait, 20!
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. Gronkowski the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Play action. Now it's Brady. Now he's forced out left. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 43 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Bortles now on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
11B, 11B, let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it's caught. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. blocked. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go!
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Wait, 20! Wide, 80! Hey, they're scared! They're scared! Alpha! Watch the twist!
Again, it's Michel. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Here we go! Shadow! Right!
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to go here. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. It's caught inside the 25. And it's Bortles, the quarterback, slow to get up. Looks like he's going to need a moment or two. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
First thrown out for the backup Kessler. And this one is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
So right.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is much bigger about 0-2 than